Ndị be anyị ekeneni m unu n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị sị na ya dịrị ndị Igbo na mma. Dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo Media ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ana Igbo and Igbo community and ihe debe na Nigeria. Ya bụ ife ka anyị na-ewetara unu na Igbo Media. Dịka isi wee na-esole anyị, ọ bụ na nke a bụ ụbọchị izizi gị ị na-abịa n'ilu akwụkwọ na Igbo Media, kabaru ka subscribe and turn on your notification ka ị lapụ miss any of our update dịka anyị na-etikwu ya n'ilu akwụkwọ kwa mgbe. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ya wetara n'ụbọchị nke taa gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si ada and gbasịta maka ka ya bụ ife si akpọtụ n'ala Igbo. Biko mma achọ ka ige ya bụ ife. Ihe a bụ ihe Biafran Chief of Staff bụ Ngozi Orabueze kwuru n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ka o si ada na Finland and gbasịta maka Biafran Prime Minister Maazị Simon Ekpa. So igecha ya bụ ife idropụra ife iche n'ilu akwụkwọ gbasịta maka ihe bụ ife ndị a niile okwu. All right, over to you.
To let Biafrans know that anyone that attacks anybody in the Biafra Liberation Army, in the Biafra Defense Forces, will not go free. No, you will not go free. Anyone that attacks the family members of Biafra Liberation Army under the United States of Biafra government, the Biafra Defense Forces, you will not go free. Those criminals that are asking our army, who gives you food? How did you buy your food? So that you send your terrorist governors, the legitimized governors, to track them. I promise you, those governors will not even exist. Talk less of you. They will not in the United States of Biafra land. Those delegitimized governors. Now I know, I am convinced that the Nigerian terrorist state using the delegitimized governors in the Southeast and South governors, using the reintegrated terrorists wearing the Nigerian police and military uniform and other security apparatus are on a daily basis removing and killing and locking up innocent Biafrans in Biafra land and across the Nigerian state. I have a first-hand information. I'm telling you. That is what they do. The order comes from the above. Anybody talking about Biafra, any man or woman or individual talking about Biafra, they were ordered to take them away, lock them up. They won't even tell us their names. They won't tell you their name, whether you are a lawyer. The lawyers that have gone, that are working for the United States of Biafra, they can also give those witnesses. They do not give them names. Even though when we know that those innocent Biafrans are locked up in those DSS facilities for nothing, they didn't do anything. The order is from Tinubu and Christopher Musa to lock them up and do not tell their family members, do not tell anyone anything about them. And eventually, in the night, they take them, they go kill them and harvest their organs. That is what any presence of the Nigerian state in the United States of Biafra land today, that is what they do. And that is why they must leave our land. We will make them leave. Again, the Biafra Defense Forces and the Biafra Liberation Army, I thank you for what you do. Biafrans are very, very happy for what you do every day. And we will continue to support you despite the distractions. I want to use this opportunity to let the world and Biafrans know there is nothing like Eastern Security Network in the whole of the United States of Biafra land today. Nothing like ESN, nothing like IPOB in the United States of Biafra today. Nothing like IPOB as an organization, but there is IPOB. We all are IPOB. We are the indigenous people of Biafra. That's what we are. But the IPOB as an organization that was part of the selling of our leader, nnamdi Kanu, that was a part of using the ESN established by our leader, nnamdi Kanu, converting them and selling them over to the delegitimized Southeast and South governors, where they become Ebuka Obi, where they become ESN, targeting innocent Biafrans and killing them. They are the terrorists in our land, and we will get rid of them. It is a promise. We only have Biafra Defense Forces and Biafra Liberation Army in the whole United States of Biafra today that are exempted from the terrorist list. Any party, any individual, any group that parades themselves as ESN, Ebuka Obi, Nigerian terrorists, police, all of them are the terrorists that are removing our people, killing our people secretly, being engineered by the delegitimized Southeast and South governors. And we will protect our land. We will defend our people from your terrorism. That is a promise. This morning, earlier today, I had a meeting with the 40 state governors of the United States of Biafra. It was a very productive meeting, and I thank all the governors and their executives that were present at that meeting. The major issue we have, which I discussed with the governors, is the defense of the 40 states of the United States of Biafra by the citizens, state and county commanders, in collaboration with the state governors, commissioners, and stakeholders. We are activating the defense of our citizens and the defense of the United States of Biafra in the 40 states of the United States of Biafra by the citizens, mostly by the citizens, secondly, by our military. Those two we must activate in the next few weeks. I also discussed the establishment of the replica of the federal structure in the 40 states of the United States of Biafra. So all the 40 governors have been mandated. I know they've been working on that to establish the commissioners, about 18 to 21 commissioners, replica of what we have at the federal secretary level in the states. I believe many of them have been recruiting people. And that is why we tell anything, any delegitimized governor, any Nigerian state, any Nigerian police, any Nigerian military, security in Biafra land, you are occupying a foreign land. You must leave. Because indigenous Biafrans are ready to start work immediately. They are ready to start work immediately. I also discussed the launching of the Biafra survival whistle by all the United States of Biafra citizens in the 40 states of Biafra. In the next few weeks, we've already placed order for over 5 million survival whistles from a specialized company to deliver it to all the 40 states in Biafra land. All the Biafra citizens are going to be going out to their daily work every single day carrying the Biafra survival whistle. The Biafra survival whistle is mostly for two things: to stop the killing of innocent Biafrans by the terrorist state of Nigerian military, police, security, Ebuka Obi, and all their likes in Biafra land. Secondly, to ensure that these terrorists, they leave Biafra land. The survival whistle will be shared out to all Biafrans free of charge. You will carry that whistle once you're leaving your house. It will be like your ID card when you're going to work or when you're going to open your store. The key you use to open your store, that is what the survival whistle. You can never forget it when you're stepping out from your house. Because the Nigeria police and army, they will arrest you, they will kill you, and they will harvest your organs. That is what they've been doing. You must carry the survival whistle out anywhere you are going. Every single Biafran indigenous citizen, you will carry those whistles when you are leaving your house. Anywhere you see the Nigerian military, police, security, Ebuka, any of them trying to arrest, trying to touch, trying to humiliate, trying to kidnap any Biafran citizen, you blow that whistle. Once all Biafrans around there hear that whistle, you surround them while calling the commanders to come in immediately. You surround these criminal terrorists in our land. Whether they are police, military, you surround them. Biafrans, this survival whistle is on Ube. We will get the other names from the other tribes in the United States of Biafra. Once you see them trying to arrest, trying to break our bonds using the mortar and the pistol, once you see them trying to drag our dead bodies on the street, once you see them trying to intimidate, burn our homes, destroy our homes, kill our people to go harvest their organ, you blow the whistle immediately. All Biafrans, once you hear this whistle, move to that area immediately and surround anyone there trying to harm any Biafran. Dislodge them immediately. And once the commanders arrive, all the Biafrans that are trained, scattered all over the United States of Biafra, they will give those people who, no matter who they are, 48 to 72 hours to leave Biafra land. If they succeed in living at that particular time, 72 hours to leave Biafra land, they can go down to Lagos, they can go to Abuja, they can move to the north. We will collect their name, their pictures, their phone, everything. They will be given 72 hours and their address to leave Biafra land. Within 72 hours, if they do not leave Biafra land, the Biafra Defense Forces will make them leave. It is for their own benefit to leave. Immediately they leave. That if they survive the survival whistle, they must leave Biafra land. They must leave within the time given to them. It is our land. We do not need these killers in our land. They must leave. The survival whistle is also for the second thing. Anywhere in the whole Biafra land where you sight any of these terrorists wearing Nigerian police uniform, Nigerian military uniform, Nigerian Ebuka uniform, the delegitimized governors, anywhere you sight them, use the survival whistle. As far as there are crowds in that area, use the survival whistle. And that will alert the Biafran army and those whose job it is to remove the terrorists from our land. That will allow them to make them leave our land. They must leave our land. United States of Biafra is a sovereign nation with a defined map. Our map has been sent to the Nigerian government. All of them have the picture, the geography of the map of the United States of Biafra. That is the second work of the survival whistle we'll be doing for us to protect the United States of Biafra government by the people supported by the Biafra army. I want to also use this opportunity to let us know that our Biafra online banking will soon become active. All Biafrans are required to get their Biafra ID card. Without the Biafra ID card, you cannot open the online banking. Remember, this online banking will protect you from the terrorist state of Nigeria that have been telling all these money transfer companies to shut down and lock down the bank information and our accounts, our money transfers for innocent Biafrans whose families in homeland lack all the basic amenities. Our family members are sick. They cannot go and get the appropriate health care. It baffles me and Biafrans when these people that think they owe all this Western Union, world remit, you ask Biafrans, what are you using the money for? The money we sent to our homeland. What is the money for? That is the question some of you do ask. Because the terrorist Nigerian state reports some of us to you that we are using our money to sponsor terrorism. We are using, but they refuse to tell you that our family members, our brothers and sisters live in a country where there's no electricity, there's no light, there's no, you cannot be sick. We have pregnant women die on their way to the hospital because the few individuals that open private hospitals in Nigeria, you will pay thousands of dollars for them to attend to you in time of emergency. We do not have food. They send their cows with all their reintegrated terrorists wielding AK-47. They go into our farmlands to destroy our mothers' farms, destroy our family farms. We have no crops. The cassava is destroyed. The corn is destroyed. The yam is destroyed. How do you expect us and our family members to live and thrive? Those are why we send our money from the diaspora to our homeland 247 round the clock, because we know we do not have a government. We have a corrupt Nigerian government that use the money from our oil, from the citizens to buy homes and buy houses in Dubai, in America, in Europe. These are money they're supposed to use to provide us basic and necessary amenities that some of you enjoy in your developed world. We do not have them. Our parents stay in darkness all night with mosquito biting them. And you ask, what do we send money for them to use to do? The whole Biafran land, even in Nigeria, there is no pipe-borne water. Most of you, you go to your homes, you open the tap, there is water, clean water. You can catch the water and drink. We do not have that. There is no pipe-borne water in the whole Nigeria, talk less of in Biafran land. If you build a house, you have to establish a borehole. It is from the borehole that people that live in a flat, in an apartment, that is where they get the water to shower, to cook, to drink. Individuals have to provide these basic necessities that the government is supposed to provide for our people. They don't have it. And you ask, what do we use? How? What are we sending money for? Ain't you stupid to ask what we send money to our families in homeland, in Biafra, in Nigeria that do not have basic hospital care? They don't. No hospital, nothing, no education. Our kids, our brothers and sisters, they don't go to school. Schools are closed on year end because of the reintegrated and rehabilitated terrorists that the Nigerian government brings into Nigeria and in Biafra land. Because when our kids, our nephews and nieces, they go to school, they are kidnapped. They kidnap them into the bush. And you ask, why are we sending money to Nigeria. Why are we sending money to Biafra land? Then the next thing, you will block or you will just cut off for nothing. Because you listen to terrorist state of Nigeria that lies against its people. How many hundreds of Christians were killed in Nigeria just within this past week? Mass killing in Plateau State. What did those innocent people do? What does those innocent children do? What did they and their family do that they have to be mass murdered like Christians are murdered? Just like that. And did you ever hear Nigeria President Tinubu to come out to talk? Did you hear Christopher Musa come out to talk? You pretend as if you don't know what is going on in Nigeria. You pretend as if you don't know the killings going on there every day by these reintegrated terrorists brought in by Nigerian state to Islamize Nigeria. You pretend as if you don't know. When we send thousands of dollars so that our nephews, our nieces can go to organized maybe private schools, because there is none. You are asking, what do we send money for? When we send money to buy foods for our people whose farms have been destroyed, you ask, what is the money for? Even one was asking, I should send one even want me to send the contract for building a home that I have. You want to see the contractor, how much the contractor is charging to build, to lay the block, to put the borehole, to put the lights, to put generator, to buy Lister generator in a country where there's no light. All of you enjoy electricity in your countries. You forgot there's nothing like that in Nigeria. You forgot there's nothing like that in Biafran land. So you want our people just stay in darkness with all the mosquito biting them. And you do not know it costs money to wire electricity privately. What the government is supposed to do, we do it privately for our people so that they can exist, so they can live. Shame on you when you believe anybody from the Nigerian state that tells you we are sending money for terrorism. Shame on you if you believe that. History will not be nice to you.
And what Neno from Igbo media, boy by Sue Yabu see, Joe Kempa, but Starbuck Yemen and Nigeria, and the enemy teacher, na Eastern region, and Uno Kosia than Finland, and the Biafran Prime Minister, KCGD, the update, and the Yabu Biafran declaration came in Finland. So Yelina Kaya, I know tell you Nira Huko. Kifi Woliku Bastama Kayabo, Chief of Staff Hukasi Nira Huko, Yanebo Tagasiaka, and the new development on Biafra, of United States of Biafra. So Yabi Feka Isikai, Tiedo no Kono, Why Funchen, then Kono Bastama Kayabi Fe, Guadadin and Kemesia no Munem.